everyone, my name is Julie Duke and I'm the Traveller Peer Support Worker and I'm part of Cavan Community Mental Health Team.
Hi, my name is Madden. I am the Regional Traveller Mental Health Coordinator for the travelling community across the HO1.
Myself and Madden want to do this video just to show some positive things that is happening within the mental health services and some things that I think, as a traveller myself, is going to be a great benefit to the travelling community. It's actually becoming more normal to have a conversation about mental health without everybody getting all at ease or on ease. Across the country there has been 7 coordinators for travellers' mental health, and they play a big part in making services more accessible for travellers. Basically they're there to bring information to the travellers of things that's going on in the HSE, whether that be training or courses or any other information that might be a benefit to them. We say that you have to assess the safe talk, and part of what they would do there is, if there was a traveller that would like to do the training, they would support them by registering them and also encouraging them to take part in it. They also bring information of things within the travelling community to the services itself. They help bridge the gap between mental health services and also the travelling community.
And as Julie was saying, the appointment of our roles across Ireland was to try and build bridges or break down, I suppose, obstacles in accessing services, bring travellers and traveller organisations close to the system and the system closer to the community, in the hope and with the vision of having better mental health outcomes for the traveller community, to reduce suicide rates and also to have more travellers accessing services when they need it, to bring education to the community and to bring education to the system and the service providers, because this is a two-way process. We all have to learn here. The community need to learn about what is available, but also the system needs to learn how do we become more traveller friendly, if that's the word to use, or more culturally competent when it comes to dealing and supporting the traveller community.
People more open to talk about mental health, about how they're feeling, and even just to say the word that they're feeling depressed. Where a couple of years ago they couldn't say that word, that the stigma that came with it was unbelievable. So there is a change, and I believe that that change is coming because they see that mental health it's very real. It's very real in our community. They see the suicides that's happening within our communities in crisis. We're all very aware of that. But we also see now that there is a positive side to using the services, that they are there and they're there to help us. And I think that we need to promote services more in a positive way to the travelling community. One of the other things is the recovery colleges, and they educate people around mental health, but they do it in a fun way. So they do recovery in art or recovery in music and different things like that, and they bring out a lot of courses and training and things as well. So they are very beneficial. It's getting more travellers to come in the door and experience the recovery college, and just even if it's just in the door for a day trip, just to go and have a look around and have a chat with the people just working in there and things, just to let them know that it is there, it is available, it is a fun way, and it's also very educational, and there is good learning for it to be taken from it. They also get to meet people in there, people who would have had experiences with mental health problems themselves, and they learn from other people. And I suppose that's one of the big things, is we all learn from each other. And more so us, we'll say, me, including myself, that would have the lived experience with mental health problems or challenges, is we learn from each other, and we learn from each other's journey. We learn of the supports that the other person would have used, and I would share some of the supports that I would have used, and there is the empathy for each other. Another real positive change within mental health services is social prescribing. I think it's a great way of people learning how to keep themselves well. Basically, if you're referred in there, somebody will link in with you and they'll get to know you as a person, they'll get to know your likes, your interests and things. And then when they recognise something that you have an interest in, whether that be swimming, music or anything like that, they will help you to go and explore that more. Open referrals, which is really, really great and is very positive. So you can self-referral or the referrals come through different various ways. Not back the way it was years ago. The things are looked at in a more positive way now. There's a lot of talk about recovery. There's a lot of talk about wellness, which is great. And I think that should be encouraged more. Wellness, all this talk about wellness needs to be more, because it's learning people to keep themselves well. And when they become unwell, that they have tools in their back pocket, that they know they're feeling a certain way, and that these things will help them for to get back on track and get back onto the recovery process. So now I'm just going to talk quickly about my post. I've been in the HSE system for the last couple of years, and recently enough I'm after being put onto the Cavan community mental health team. And I suppose for me, looking at it now, I'm very, very happy and delighted that my post has been put into the HSE. I see the work that goes in, I see the work that the services provide, I see the people giving it their all. On that team we have different forms of support. So we have nurses, we have doctors, we have psychologists, psychiatrists, we have social workers, we have people from CBT. There's different various supports on that, and we all work together. And different times we have people coming in and doing talks and letting us know what's out there and what different forms of support, like there could be recovery in football or different various things, social prescribing, to come in and do a bit of a talk as well and let us know what's there. So on those meetings, I suppose you learn a lot, and being a part of the team as well gives you a huge amount of support. And the last positive thing, the regional mental health subgroup. On that group we have different representatives from the traveller organisations. We have the traveller coordinator of CHO1 and we have the community health nurses. Basically we all come together sharing information. They share information of things that's going on within the traveller organisation, and we share things that goes on within mental health services, whether that be training or different forms of support that's out there. We feed that to them, they feed that back out into the community. We say with the primary care, community comes in, feed things to them, they come back and they feed it to us. So it's a great way of communicating. It's keeping us all together, and it's through sharing that information that we hope that there will be a lot of outcomes that will benefit the travelling community.
And in that forum we have the traveller organisations from across the different counties. We have the Donegal Traveller Support Group, the Sligo Traveller Support Group, we have the Leitrim Traveller Primary Healthcare Team, the Cavan Traveller Primary Healthcare Team, and the basically as part of all of that we have all the representatives from the men's sheds. So together we work on various actions that we've agreed, and what we look at is the different deliberations that's going on around the community. And I think it's important to recognise that the work that's going on in the community is the key to accessing travellers. Community access is really important, community mental health education.
But there's a great communication on it, so it is. And everybody on the forum basically work together. We work together, we share information, and we're hoping for greater outcomes for the travelling community. And that is the one goal of that whole meeting, is that we can all work together and we can achieve some sort of outcomes, that everybody can come together and work together for those outcomes, and to reduce suicide. The more that's shared within, I go by the CHO1 area, the more that's shared within them forums is going to go out and spread out into the community. And it's only through word of mouth with the travellers that information flies by this way. So it's through them that we get the information out and help travellers to view mental health services in a more non-stigmatised way. Since coming on board within the HSE the last couple of years, the thing I've realised is there's so much help out there, and they want what's best for you. They want you to look after yourself. They want to give you the tools for to look after yourself. They want you to come in and talk openly and trust them. only through using the services that they'll realise that they can live quite normal lives with that.
One of the other positive actions is all the work that's going on at a community level. The traveller organisations themselves, both in Donegal, the Traveller Support Group in Donegal, Traveller Support Group in Sligo, the Cavan Traveller Primary Healthcare Team and Cavan Traveller Movement in Cavan, the Leitrim Traveller Primary Healthcare Group in Leitrim, and then all the Traveller Men's Sheds that's working across the HO1. They're all doing a lot of amazing, valuable work. It's a two-way process in terms of information sharing. My role and Julie's role very much is about what's going on inside the HSE system, what's new, what's happening, what are the new innovations happening across the service, and then from the traveller community, trying to support them to engage with bringing this information into their own community, and also engage with all the various training initiatives, development initiatives that's happening. So it's a two-way process, and we all have a shared responsibility in taking action, and we all have a shared responsibility in trying to find the solutions to the problem. Having that inroad to the traveller community is really vital. The establishment of this regional mental health subgroup will be a great asset in disseminating information right across the board, right across the table, because I suppose information travels faster in the community, and word of mouth is the best way to share information to the traveller community.
So mental health is an issue. It's not just an issue within the travelling community, it's an issue all round. And I do hope that more travellers benefit from the help that is there for them.
It's about collaborating, working together, and integration of all the various systems and services across the HO1. We're looking forward to working and developing further innovations into the future so that we have better mental health outcomes for the traveller community. So we thank you very much, and we look forward to working with you into the future.